Right, in this video today I'm going to give you a demonstration of basic OpenBOM data management techniques. So I'm starting from the free account which has no data, empty account. It's a professional account which I recommend you also to practice all OpenBOM data management tasks to get all features of OpenBOM. So if you to have a demo data in OpenBOM and you don't need it, remember that you can always manage your demo data and you can delete or you can add demo data from your account. So I'm starting with no information in my account. So where I want to start, I really want to start from a catalogs first. So catalogs is my way to define all items. So let's say I would like to create a catalog, and I create a catalog for my mechanical items. And I'm making a part number setup for my mechanical items, and I'm going with the configuration range, again making very simple steps, and you can get all defaults. You are getting catalog for mechanical items with default properties. Now you can add value here. Remember that there are standard properties that we do not recommend to remove, like quantity on hand, revisions. So those are information that needs to be here. But let me add one more property just to demonstrate how you can change a lot of things here. So you can just insert property, and I can, let's put the manufacturer manufacturer part number. So it's going to be a text, and I am adding this property, so I get manufacturer part number. So remember, in this way you can define any data that you want to manage together with this item. And just for example, to demonstrate, I can start creating new items, and I can put values here, and I can manage property on hand, quantity on hand, description, item 1, item 2. Okay, I can define cost. As you can see, everything easy, typable, and that's how we define the data. So I want to define the view for this data. So somebody who is accessing this catalog will be able to define it and use it. So I define the view. So define the view, I create a new view. I want to use this view in the catalogs, and this is my procurement view. Okay, and for procurement purposes, I want to limit I want to limit some information that I provide in procurement view. And first of all, I'm getting all properties, and now I do not want to provide quantity on hand for procurement. So I delete this, I delete revision number. And you know what? My procurement department for some reason doesn't like to have an image, so I delete image. So you see, I put a very specific subset of information, apply it, and now guess what? When I will switch to procurement view, I will see less information. So that's, again, remember, the data must be in the catalog in order to be visible in the view, and that's how I defined the view for the catalog. Okay, I can define as many views as I want. Okay, now let's move back and say I would like to define an item which will be my product. And again, you can go and you can create a BOM. It's possible, and OpenBOM gives you this function, but I do recommend you to go from the same catalog. So that would be my next item, and that would be the assembly, and that would be my assembly product, assembly 100. Okay, so that is my assembly that I am building, and now I would like to create a bill of materials for this assembly. So what I can do, I can create bill of materials for this item part number, but I can just simply use open items BOM, and the OpenBOM gives you an alert and says there is no BOM like this, and you create a new BOM. Now when you create a new BOM, keep attention what item, what catalog you use. Okay, so I use the same catalog because this is where I create a BOM, and I created a BOM for my product. So keep in mind, OpenBOM already has an item for this product, and this item is managed in the catalog. So that's my item, and as I create a BOM, BOM is connected to the same part number, and now I can use items from this catalog or from another catalog to be included in this BOM. So the simple way to use items in the catalog is, first of all, to use this part number search. Okay, now this OpenBOM will search data from selected catalogs, and in our case it's only one catalog. So you can keep selecting items, and you will select what item you want to use. So in this particular case, I'm selecting an item, I insert it in the BOM, and as you can see, all data from catalogs comes automatically, and the only BOM property that I am using here, it will be quantity, and I put quantity 10. So that's how you create an instance of the item in the bill of materials. So to make things simple, I am going and I will create a view that I can use in this BOM. So I create a view, already familiar with this, and this is my supplier view. And I save this view, and I can go and I define what included in this view. Again, get properties from BOM brings me all data, and for supplier, I want only see part number, quantity and description, and cost. So I can delete everything else, and as you can see, I am leaving only the things that I want to see in this BOM. And you see part number, description, quantity, cost, apply. See, now if I will switch to the supplier view, that's the only thing that supplier will see. Okay, the same thing as with catalog view, the same is here. So OpenBOM gives you only access to the data that you want to see in this view. So here we come into conclusion. I created a catalog. I added additional properties. We can add additional properties in every place. I created a BOM. I ensured that the BOM is using catalog. I inserted item from the BOM, from the catalog to the BOM, defined quantity, and I defined views. So that's your simple step-by-step. Now think about what is your data look like, what catalogs you need, how you will define bill of materials, if you define the manual, if you import it from other systems. But this is your beginning. This is the very first 5 steps that I recommend you to do to understand OpenBOM data management. And thank you very much, and I will talk to you in the next video.